Hello, everyone. Welcome back to Speak Smart English, where English becomes simple and smart.
Today, we're diving into a very important topic in English grammar: modal verbs.
Modal verbs are small but powerful. They help us express possibility, ability, necessity, permission, and advice.
Let's break them down one by one with clear examples so you can use them in real life.
Let's start with can. It's used to talk about ability, possibility, and permission.
Right. For example, ability: I can swim. Permission: can I use your phone? Possibility: it can get really cold in December.
So simple, right? Just remember, can is all about what's possible or allowed.
Next up is could, the past form of can, but it's also used to show polite requests and possibility.
Here are some examples. Past ability. I could ride a bike when I was 5. Polite request. Could you help me with this? Possibility. It could rain later.
Could is softer and more polite than can. Great for formal situations.
Now comes may. It's often used to talk about formal permission or possibility.
Let's hear some examples. Permission: may I come in? Possibility: we may go to the beach tomorrow.
May sounds a bit more formal than can or could.
Might is very similar to may, but usually shows a lower possibility.
Like this. I might be late. He might not come to the party.
So if you're not sure about something, use might.
Now let's talk about must. It expresses strong obligation, necessity, or even deduction.
For example, obligation: you must wear a seatbelt. Deduction: she must be tired after the long trip.
When you say must, you're serious. It means something is important or necessary.
Shall is not very common in everyday speech, but it's still used, especially in British English or formal writing.
It can express offers or suggestions, especially with I or we. Shall we dance? I shall return.
Sounds a bit formal, right? But it's good to know.
Now comes should. It's used to give advice, recommendation, or talk about expectations.
Like these: you should see a doctor. Students should study every day. He should be home by now.
Should is soft advice, not a command, but a suggestion.
Will is the go-to modal for the future. It shows certainty, willingness, or a promise.
Here are some examples. I will call you tonight. She will help you. Will you marry me?
Careful with that last one. It's powerful.
Would is the past form of will and is used in polite requests, imaginary situations, or future in the past.
Examples: polite request: would you like some coffee? Imaginary: I would travel the world if I had money. Future in the past: he said he would call.
Would is polite, gentle, and often used in conditional sentences.
Next is ought to. It's similar to should and expresses moral duty, advice, or recommendation.
Examples: you ought to apologize. We ought to respect our elders.
It sounds formal, but it's good for serious advice.
Although need to isn't always considered a pure modal verb, it functions like one to express necessity.
Like this: you need to finish your homework. Do we need to leave now?
It's stronger than should and more like must.
Finally, used to describes past habits or situations that no longer happen.
For example, I used to play guitar. She used to live in Paris.
It tells us what was true in the past, but isn't true anymore.
Let's quickly recap the modal verbs: can, could, ability, permission, possibility, may, might, permission, possibility, shall, should, offers, suggestions, advice. Will, would, future, willingness, polite requests, imaginary, ought to, need to, advice, necessity. Used to, past habits.
Modal verbs are everywhere in English. Mastering them will make your speech more natural, polite, and precise.
So practice using them in sentences every day. And don't forget, subscribe to Speak Smart English.
Leave a comment with your own examples of modal verbs.
Thanks for watching and see you in the next lesson.